Good evening, C Company. So tonight's video is going to be a first aid video. We're looking at doing a lesson on how to contact the emergency services. So hopefully we never have to call the emergency services, but if we do, there's two numbers in the UK that we can contact the emergency services from, and that's 999 and 112. 999 is a very common number that we all know and we've been taught from a young age. The 112 number is the European Emergency Services number that works in the UK, and it will continue to work after we leave the European Union. So once we've contacted the emergency services, the four main services that we can access are the police, ambulance, fire and coast guard. We can access other services such as mountain and cave rescue, depending on the activity that we're doing and the location that we're in, because they'll all have special skill sets to help access casualties or injured parties. So when we're talking to the emergency services, they're going to ask us some information to sort out what's going on and what emergency services to send to help us. As first aiders, we like to use the acronym LINAL, which LINAL stands for location, incident, other services, number of casualties, the extent of their injuries, and then we reaffirm the location again for the emergency services. So location then, a lot of the time we know where we are. We could be in our local area or within Birmingham, and we know there might be street signs available to tell us where we are. However, as cadets, sometimes we may be in rural settings or we may be in an unfamiliar area to ourselves. So finding out the location can be quite difficult. This is where your navigation skills might need to come in handy, where we can take a grid reference to give to the emergency services, which will help them locate our position. Or there are apps for our phones now that we can get, such as What 3 Words. It's a really good app if you've got a smartphone, which you can get 3 words for the 3 metre square that you're standing in, and that would be able to help other first aiders such as adult instructors or the emergency services locate us if we need it. So the next one is incident. We need to give the emergency services as much information as possible for this to tell them what's happened, because this way the emergency services are going to prioritise our call, and depending on what's happened will depend on how fast they respond to the call that we've made. So then moving on to other services. We may need other services to come and help with the incident depending on what's happened. So if there's a road traffic accident, yes, we may be calling for an ambulance, but we may also need the fire brigade and police to divert traffic. We're really fortunate in the UK, call handlers will make that assessment for us as well. So don't worry if you forget to ask for other services, because they will make that call on your behalf really. Other services to be mindful of that we might need to ask for, it might be there's been a electric shock where someone's been with messing with overhead power lines or in a substation, so we might need to let them know that we need National Grid to turn off electricity. Likewise, there could be a mains gas leak, so they need the gas board out to switch the gas off, but like I say, the call handler will be able to advise on that anyway once you tell them the incident that's happening and your location. So don't get too caught up if you forget about other services. So moving on with the number of casualties. When we're talking to the emergency services, we need to make it very clear how many casualties we have. This will dictate how many appliances they send to help out. So if you've got more than one casualty, and depending on their injuries, you might need more than one ambulance. Likewise, they may need to send additional police service to help maintain a crowd if it's a big number of casualties. Make sure you know how many casualties you've got when you've called, to let them know. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to let the emergency call operator know the extent of the injuries of our casualties. Obviously non-breathing casualties, top priority, so we want to let the emergency call handler know then. Then it could be bleeding casualties, so this might be a minor bleed all the way to a catastrophic bleed. Again, a high priority call. And then we have broken bones, so we need to let the emergency services know that. And then after breathing, bleeding, broken bones, we're going to look at the severity of the injuries and let the emergency services know of each casualty, what's wrong with them. Again, this just aims to help with the priority of the call. In my experience, if you've cut your finger, you're not necessarily going to get an ambulance because you'll be defined as self-treatable. However, if you're a non-breathing casualty, they aim for the response time to be 5 to 7 minutes because it increases survival rates. So be as descriptive as you can with a person's injury. Try not to use technical jargon if you're not too sure about what's wrong. Just be as clear as you can with the call operator of what's going on with your casualties. And then finally, all we're going to do is we're going to reaffirm the location of the incident, so they're very clear on where we are. Give them as much information again as possible, and then you're going to wait for the emergency services. The good thing about the emergency services, they will stay on the line whilst they're on their way to you. If you are with the casualty, the call handler will give you some information on how to apply first aid, especially if you're new to first aid and you're a bit nervous or a bit unsure. They'll try and reassure you and give you some helpful guidance on what to do. And then once the emergency services take over and arrive on scene, the call handler will end the call and leave you in the capable hands of the emergency services. So C Company, that's the video on how to make an emergency call and the acronym LINAL. If you have any questions, put them in the comments, and hopefully myself or any of the other instructors will be able to answer them. Hopefully see you all soon, and keep safe.